What's going on, people? What's going on, people? I had to smoke on this. And this is a YouTube exclusive. This is not going to go on Spotify. I decided just to do a little YouTube video. So there you go, people. And this is brought to you by and sponsored by none other than our newest sponsor, Past That Inhalation Partner. Yes, they got a store over on T Public. You know what I'm saying? And they got some nice t-shirt designs or what have you. I don't happen to have one on. I got on the merch because right now I'm in the midst of trying to cook a late night dinner, eat before I take my ass to bed and so forth. So I had to smoke on it. And that's what we're doing. This is not even a part of the Mentos, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even dropping this on Spotify. Hold on one second, excuse me. Yeah. I supposed to smoke on it, and I ain't got something to smoke. So there you go. So, like I said, right now in the midst of cooking dinner, and I wanted to do this video and what have you. And what I'm smoking on today in this YouTube is Adam 22. He announced some interesting shit. Now I'm not going to play the shit because this is going on YouTube. And I don't want to get strike down because I already been demonetized, unfortunately. But and fighting to get that back because I don't understand how I'm, that I don't even want to go into the conversation. But the Adam 22 today announced that No Jumper was going broke. And he did a whole video explaining why this is happening. Now, of course, there are people who are right now doing backflips and jumping and so forth and so forth. And some people might even think that he's full of shit. No, it's not that they were going broke. It's he wasn't turning enough of a profit to merit the way he had it running. See, he made a very interesting synopsis. He said, I should have looked at how Vlad did it, that Vlad kept his overhead down. And here's the other part. Vlad is not trying to run a network. See, with Adam, he was trying to work a network. And he based his expansion off of the money that was made off the pandemic, not realizing that the pandemic was an anomaly. Because, see, I keep telling everybody, you can get hot. What happens when you cool down? And what happened was he cooled down. Like he said, he went to more of the gangster type, content over that of the porn girls. Well, makes sense. You have plug talk. Why have them go on Jumper just to talk and show some tits when they can go on plug talk and actually get fucked? So of course, people ain't gonna want to watch that because they'd rather just go over the plug talk. But when you looked at everything that he did, and the expansion and the money that he spent and the addition to the different shows that he had, plus not counting crew. And he bought a whole building in Los Angeles, California. People, for podcasts like himself, Joe, Poor Minds, Decisions, they got a high overhead. Because one, you're doing it out of a studio or of a location. And with Joe, he was doing an apartment. With Adam, he's doing a warehouse. Different rent. Different headaches, as you saw with Joe. because you got to deal with neighbors. Warehouse, if he's not making money from the YouTube, from the Patreon, or wherever subscription base he got, it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. You feel what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but it wasn't. With me, I don't have a big overhead. Yes, I do have multiple websites or what have you, but it's remote. They're not here in front of my face. You know, in order to make money with podcasting, you got to, how can I put this? You can't spend a lot to do it. Sound crazy, but yeah. If you look at the podcasters who make the most money with this shit, and I ain't talking about the Joe Rogans. We talking about these other motherfuckers that's doing this shit that y'all ain't talking about, or the YouTubers. A lot of times it's either they just filming themselves going around and they filming themselves, or they're doing what I'm doing. They're just on the camera talking they by themselves. It's nobody else. So if you're making a shitload of money off of YouTube and you're not spending a shitload of money to record what you're doing, the most you might spend is on the mic, and that's a one-time purchase. Headphones, it's a one-time purchase. Right now, I'm using these type headphones and on a very good computer. See, and I'm not using my lighting, but you get the gist. It takes a lot of money to run these podcasts. So they got to make money. And see, Joe has Prize Pick as well as the Patreon. And he's the number 2 most popular shit podcast-wise. But he has a less overhead than probably that of Adam. And he has a sponsor. Adam, on the other hand, has no sponsors. If y'all not noticed, his money is completely dependent upon the YouTube, what that does. That way he got a YouTube clips. That's why he got the actual no jumper. And you notice he said plug talk. That ain't going broke. No, it's OnlyFans. And you can sit here and point to the views, you can point to the content, you can point to any other thing in the world. No, let me tell you what it is, people. He expanded beyond his means, thinking that the money that was being made during the pandemic would continue, if not increase. And what happened is decreased over time to where now he has to downsize the operation in order to see a profit. So no jumper not going nowhere. They just got to retool. He got to figure out where to make the cuts at. This is part of being a business owner. This is part of being a business entrepreneur. Period. Now, to the outside looking in, everyone was thinking Adam is making buku money and he's killing it. Yeah, Adam 22 is, but no jumper is not. Which is his flagship. Plug Talk was with him and his woman, so different beast, different animal. That's why he had on the Plug Talk t-shirt. He was like, yeah, we need to get some more motherfuckers. We need to keep this Plug Talk rolling. But the point I'm trying to make is that what happened with Adam happens. Now, I know you people like, how he going to relate this to porn? Remember all these girls you see that make the $1 million or 6 figures? If Adam business can take a hit and make less money, even though the public thinking he's making buku, what the fuck make you think that don't happen to the girls with the OnlyFans and the girls that do adult film? I told you the key to this business, in any business, is to survive over time. So a lot of these girls do come in, they make the 6 figures, they might even make the millions of dollars. But guess what? If they're not continuously making that money to fund their lifestyle and take care of their overhead, they're fucked. For example, the girl, Lily Phillips, had to rent a place for her and Wisconsin Tips to do their gangbang. You just can't do a gangbang at a hotel like that. Not for the numbers that they're looking for. Not to do it right, not to do it perfectly. So she had to spend money to rent a spot. She had to pay for a camera crew. Not even, let's talk about catering, because I'm pretty sure she had it catered so the guys could eat after or what have you. She has to make that money back. So that means that gangbang and her shit don't sell and hit and pop, she lost money. It's not even counting the TTS that she may have to take. The travel, because she come from England. If she moved over here, she got an apartment, she got a car, she got to do all this shit. Plus, let's not forget, she probably on the visa. The point I'm trying to make is that these ladies, if they don't continuously make that 6 figures, they can't live the 6 figure lifestyle. They can't live in that tax bracket. Oh, by the way, once you start making that 6 figures, now you go to a higher tax bracket. Guess what? There's more taxes that you got to kick out. You know how easy it is to get broke off of paying taxes or owing the IRS? So it's easy for somebody that made $1 million to the next year or two damn near broke. See, I'm glad that he was transparent because it shows people that it can happen. It can happen. You can lose money real fast. That's why I said the key to this business, the real money is made over time. Time, because you have to weather the storms of the ups and downs of the business. They ain't close to podcasting. And even more so, there ain't much money in podcasting, people. There's not much money in podcasting. They ain't really much money in YouTube. Think about all you got to go through. You can be demonetized like that. You can go from it. I've seen Storm and Roll go from he is making a killing to damn it, I don't know what the fuck to do because these fuckers done goddamn took down my page. I'm demonetized. Like I said, I know this sounds crazy to hear it from someone that's doing the YouTube video. I'm kind of glad that my money ain't dependent upon YouTube because, dude, I'd be sick. YouTube practically said that my videos is about sexual gratification and they don't show nan lick nudity. Don't even understand how the fuck that happened. Maybe someone reported my shit. Now I got haters. Oh, well. I guess it come with the territory, huh? But the point I'm trying to make is simply this, people. One, the other thing that y'all didn't pay attention to, it was up during the pandemic. The views was up. Everything was popping and was clicking. Based off of that, he made the expansions. And then come to find out, he shouldn't have. Things change in the business from year to year. So what might have been popping last year, may not be popping next year. Next year, gangbangs might be old news because y'all done gangbanged the fuck out of the goddamn industry. Now they might want blowjobs. They might want bukkake. They might want more anal. The only thing they always gonna want is goddamn it interracial. Think about back in the day, girls at night, they wanted girls that was 18, 19, and 20. Now they want girls that 35 and up. The hot wife, the milk. They were just talking about the hot wife. Now, hot wife done made it into mainstream to where now they're saying a hot wife is a cut queen. Can I tell y'all something? Not the same. See, a hot wife is a wife that like to watch their husband get fucked. No, a hot wife is a wife that's sexy as fuck that the husband likes to watch get fucked. Not the same. But of course, they kill terms and they make the terms fit their narratives and stories. But now, hot wife is becoming a thing. Guess where it was hot first? Porn. Once again, porn runs the world. Don't need to say more. And it's funny that with everything that's going on with that Rolling 60 shit, which he is caught up in to a certain extent, he announces this. Now, a lot of people say that's suspect or what have you, but do I really think that No Jumper is not as hot? Yeah. Yeah, actually. Because you want to know why? People getting tired of hearing gangsters go on that platform and practically rappers go on that platform and snitch on themselves. They're tired of seeing the fighting. That type content does have a shelf life, unfortunately. Are we always going to love ratchet shit? Yeah. But I'm not talking about one video or one clip where it pop, pop, pop. I'm talking about a consistent basis where your clips is pop, pop, popping. Guess what? Yeah. That type content grows old. No different than just certain porn genres grow old on the fan base. See, that's why. Because yeah, during the pandemic, we was all stuck outside. We were stuck inside damn near for almost 2 years. Guess what everybody was saying? Even Joe Budden, even I was saying this on my podcast. Wait till people go outside. That's will let you know, was it an anomaly or was you popping? Because once again, it's that you got hot, now you simmer down. Where's the simmering? What's the base you left with? And he was left with a base that he didn't know, he didn't realize a base that he didn't have. Add to the people that left that kind of helped pop off No Jumper. See, that's why I tell people this is a business. You're going to have ups, you're going to have downs. Your job is to adjust to when it's down. It's easy when you're up because you're making money. And when you're making money, you're not seeing the weaknesses and the cracks in the foundation. Because at some point, it's going to come down. Then what? Then what? Let me write this real quick. I don't give a fuck. Then what? It happened to me. Mine go up and down, especially with listenership, especially with advertisement. admin pay, all that shit. You gain subscribers, you lose subscribers. See? He said now he's offering a subscription. They doing stuff with the music. But see, this the biggest problem that Adam has. He don't have sponsors. Because the content that he does, that's why he don't have sponsors. He knows that. That's why he was trying to change up a little bit. Joe got prize picks because look what Joe talk about. And the drama mostly is on Patreon, and it's nothing crazy like with No Jumper. No Jumper dealing with straight up felons. No shade. See, trust me, if No Jumper was able to get sponsors, he could have it would have been way easier. But he don't have sponsorship. Don't get it twisted. He's getting money from the Spotify, Patreon memberships, and I'm pretty sure that fan base is definitely going to get memberships to his YouTube. But it's going to be a while for him to get it back to where it was. Because, like I said, now he got to downsize. And there's nothing wrong with downsizing. There's nothing wrong with adjusting and reassessing your business plan or model. Especially in this business, because sometimes shit happens. Because even to the point that now is people even going to come on. Well, I'm seeing they still going to come to No Jumper. But like I said before, he's now sitting here thinking, kind of wish he had some sponsors, huh? But if y'all think this man is dead, no. Actually, if you ask me, the retooling that he's doing is making sense. Why not make motherfuckers pay on damn YouTube? I'm pretty sure they pay it. Put some exclusive stuff. Restructure the business. Downsize. He didn't need all them damn shows because all he needed was No Jumper News, him and Whack. You know what I'm saying? The other shows he didn't fucking need because let's keep it 100. Adam, you is the show. Of course, you got Flacco, and of course, you got Whack. You feel me? But, bruh, you didn't need all that. You really, No Jumper could just be within itself. I understand he wanted to add shows. I get that. But at the same token, here's the difference. When you're adding shows, you have to think how much more of a cost am I adding to what I'm already paying. My shows are cheaply done as in, yeah, we're not in the studio, we're on remote. The girls may not have the greatest backgrounds or what have you, but let's be real. How many of you YouTubers have the greatest backgrounds? And y'all making buku. Just saying. The key to this business is to spend less and make more. That's economics 101. That's always been business plan. So it is crazy how crazy the year's been because damn, it's like I know a lot of people sitting there like, well, damn, how in the hell did he mess it up and how he making money? Yeah, because if you paying camera crews, you paying security, you paying for a building, you know what I'm saying? It starts to add up. Same thing with these girls. It's like this. Trust me on this. Miss Janice Dog, she's paying these dudes $2,500. So that means she better be making at least $5,000 off of each scene. That means she got to recoup the money that she spent. That's not even counting the location. That's not even counting. She got to get a camera crew. She got to pay that camera crew. If not, she got to give them content. That's why you see her ass on the plane all the goddamn time. Because content is not always a money maker. And that goes across the board. Content makes money, but it's not always a money maker. You feel me? See, and two, also, unfortunately, the key to any great business is evolving and retooling. So we're going to see if how much retooling Aaron going to do. Because with Joe, he lost 2 co-hosts and gained, what, 4? Excuse me, 5. He had to retool. When I lose a co-host or a podcast, I got to retool. When I had to move the premium smoke room to loyal fans and away from Spotify, I was about to shut down the Spotify membership side, but motherfuckers kept subscribing. So what I supposed to do? Retool. See, that's what I'm looking for. Great business people retool their business even when the business is successful, even if the business makes money. Y'all elected Trump, what, to retool the government? How that working out? Which, but I'm looking forward for me and Miss Hollywood to have that tits with politics show on the premium smoke room. But anyway, I'm just gonna say this in closing because I won't gonna stay on here long, and I'll probably drop this either tonight or the next day. But either way, y'all gonna see it. I hope y'all enjoy it. But the problem, so people can understand this, is that, and I mean, if you think about it, majority of these podcast breakups was over because of money. Before I even go, because of money. So hearing this with him shouldn't be a surprise. But see, what it is we automatically assume that when we see someone on YouTube, we see them have a setup. We see the aesthetics. We automatically assume they're generating money. Not necessarily. You ever heard the term "fake it till we make it"? You ever heard of the poem "We Wear the Mask"? Yeah. Black people, we peacock the hardest. We feel we have to shine. We feel we have to show out. Feel that we have to be the loudest in the room because that's just how we are. And it's not a negative thing or what have you, because when when a race of people like us got treated the way that we got fucking treated, you kind of can't blame us for being that way. I'm just saying. So my point is simply this, is that if you're not in this to make money, fuck fame. Because Adam famous, but you hear what someone with no jumper. Then, like I said again, low key, you hear he ain't say that about plug talk. He could just say fuck no jumper to do plug talk. But Adam want to build something, and I ain't mad at him. So now, and one more thing I wanted to speak on. I saw this little thing with Andrew Schultz and Ryan Clark. And Ryan Clark, okay, I'm just going to say this. I understand the offensiveness and the offensive nature of Schultz comedy. Okay? I mean, yeah, he reminds me of George Carlin in many ways, just a new age version of it. But when he called out Ryan for the hypocrisy, they was like, you made a whole speech about my joke about black women, and you got men that came on your show that actually was accused, well, not even accused, convicted of hurting black women. See, lesson in this learned is words do matter. And at the same token, sometimes it's just good not to speak on shit. Or be careful how you speak upon it. Because it might come back and bite your dumb ass on the ass. Ryan Clark is a brilliant man, very intelligent, very knowledgeable when it comes to sports. But not very bright when it came to that situation. Because understand this, it was a joke. Now, he's right on this. If you really cared about black women, protected black women, and so forth, you wouldn't have motherfuckers that has been known to do that on your show. He has a point on that. Because you having them on your show and laughing and kikiing, that just condones their actions. Because a person that does that shouldn't have a platform of any kind to even talk, speak, let alone have a conversation. You feel me? But who am I? See, sometimes we pick and choose our morality. Just like, but what we need to do is pick and choose our words and our thoughts. Just because speech supposed to be free doesn't mean that it should be thoughtless. Because you are looked at and looked up to. Because once you're a public figure of that nature, people look up to you. Once you're a celebrity, you practically damn near being worshipped like a god almost. And the way these motherfuckers in this day and age, hell, they damn near treat y'all words, some of these YouTubers, like these motherfuckers the next coming of Jesus. Especially red pill motherfuckers. Whew. Y'all fall for anything. But that's all I'm gonna say about that with Ryan Clark and Andrew Schultz. Oh, and also glad that lady with the dude with young Scooter, I think that's his name, that she got arrested And I hope this starts a trend of if people doing dumb shit like that, you go to prison for it, especially women. And what even more sad, it was a black woman in her 30s. And then had the nerve to say, because she was being abused, I'm so sick and tired of women weaponizing the abuse thing, and majority of the ones that weaponize it don't even know what abuse looks like. No, honey, you was mad because your nigga went out and you didn't want him to go out because you was thinking or was expecting him to go hang with these motherfuckers and get some pussy. Because trust me, he didn't cheat on her before, because I'm pretty sure he has. So you wanted to teach him a lesson. And in the midst of teaching him a lesson, you got somebody killed. They said you can get up to 1 to 10. She should get that full 10. But they probably give about 4 to 5. Out in 2.5. But no, it just shows our generation is, like I said, is becoming more lazy, more violent, and apparently more dumber as the generations grow old and are born. So I'm done. And you know how we do these things and end these things. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over.